So I met Scott about 10 years ago. I wanted to double my income, and I wasn't sure if he was going to actually accept to train me, to coach me, because I knew he was coaching just the higher producing agents, and he agreed to do it. I pretty much almost doubled my income, and his techniques, everything is just different. I didn't want somebody who just spoke real estate. I wanted somebody who was in the business, and I wanted somebody also that was different than the typical scripts that are memorized and sound too salesy. And that's what I love about him. Everything about him is different. So he has a different approach, a very customized approach. He genuinely cares about everybody he coaches, and I genuinely care about all my clients, so I felt it was the perfect combination. It's very easy to stay engaged. Well, the first question that comes up is why? Like, what is that? Like, what are we talking about? Which is great. It's not a typical, all his listing book, the LPDU, the risk reduction, all the things that he brings to the plate, no other agents do, no other coaches do. So if I ever hear risk reduction, I'll be like, you're being coached by Scott. And that's really what you want. You want to be able to go into a seller's house and have 3 other realtors be interviewed, but you're coming in with something that's different and more educational for them. So not only did he help me get more listings, because I hated door knocking, so he literally came physically and started door knocking with me, which was not something a standard or a regular coach does. He goes beyond what other people do. He had also spoken to me about keeping more commission and giving out less, and at the end of the day, those little 0.5% or 1% makes a big difference in your income. That's why I can't speak highly enough about this person. Yes, he has. He has tried that philosophy with me. But I'm a creature of habit, so it's kind of hard unless he literally came. So what had happened was that, number one, for the door knocking, he would come. Sometimes agents need a little babysitting or accountability. So in the morning, he would say, you need to text me how many calls you plan on making today, and at night, I want to know how many you actually did. That was a big deal. That was like what got me to my next point, because I couldn't get to the end of the day and say, I got distracted and I didn't do any calls. So yes, he does try to get you out of your comfort zone, but you can't succeed if you don't get out of your comfort zone. So you can to a certain degree, but it's not going to get you to your next level. Not only would I encourage people, I would think it would be a big loss for people not to do it. He could tell you, anybody could tell you, anytime he is speaking in Queens or in Long Island, I don't care if I have to drive an hour, I will do it. And I have known him for so many years. You would think that I would say, okay, it's pretty much the same, but it's never the same. And I'm always here to learn something new with him. And that's what I love about it, because I'll go, if I know there's 5 classes in this month, I will be there in all 5 classes.